Welcome to your channel name. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure? Imagine turning a simple quarter into $1 million fortune overnight. Today, we're diving into the truth behind the so-called rare and valuable bicentennial Washington quarters. Are they really worth a fortune or just a myth? Stay tuned as we uncover which coins could make you rich and how to spot genuine treasures in your pocket change. Don't miss this. Your next coin might be worth thousands. Let's get started. Welcome to your channel name. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure? Imagine turning a simple quarter into $1 million fortune overnight. Today, we're diving into the truth behind the so-called rare and valuable. There is no such thing as a bicentennial quarter dollar from 1967 with a P mint mark. The bicentennial Washington quarter was issued only in 1975 and 1976, featuring the dual date, 1776 to 1976, to celebrate America's 200th birthday. These special coins were part of a commemorative series with a colonial drummer design on the reverse. If your quarter says 1967, it is a standard Washington quarter, not part of the bicentennial series, and by default, not worth millions, unless it has rare mint errors or is in pristine condition. 1. Understanding the 1967 quarter's origins. The 1967 Washington quarter was minted during a time of change. From 1965 to 1967, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from coins in an attempt to deter hoarding, as the nation transitioned from silver coins to copper-nickel-clad ones. So even though you may think you have a P mint mark quarter from 1967, officially, no coins carried a mint mark that year. All 1967 quarters were produced without mint marks, even if they were minted in Philadelphia. 2. Composition and common features. The 1967 quarter is made of cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, clad over a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams and does not contain silver. This makes it common and typically not valuable in circulated condition. It features the standard Washington bust on the obverse and the eagle design on the reverse, unlike the unique bicentennial drummer boy design. 3. Why people confuse it with a bicentennial coin. The confusion stems from the idea that any older quarter may be part of the 1976 bicentennial issue. But again, only quarters dated 1776 to 1976 are bicentennial coins. If your coin has the date 1967 and shows the eagle reverse, it is definitely not part of the bicentennial release. That said, certain error coins from 1967 can be very valuable, and that's where the real treasure lies. 4. Rare and valuable errors from 1967. There are 1967 quarters with rare minting errors that make them highly collectible. Off-center strikes, double die obverse, clip planchets, or coins struck on the wrong metal planchets are especially valuable. For example, a 1967 quarter mistakenly struck on a silver planchet or a foreign coin planchet could be worth $5,000 or more at auction. 5. High-grade 1967 quarters. In general, circulated 1967 quarters aren't worth much more than face value. However, in mint state condition, especially graded MS, 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, they can fetch $200 to $2,000, depending on demand and rarity. Full strike details, no visible wear, and original luster dramatically increase value. 6. Special mint sets and SMS varieties. Since the U.S. Mint didn't produce regular proof sets in 1967, it released special mint sets, SMS, instead. These coins were better struck than circulation coins and have sharper details and satin-like finishes. Some 1967 SMS quarters display cameo or deep cameo contrasts, which are especially prized by collectors and can sell for hundreds of dollars, especially in high grades. 7. Authentication and market value. If you believe your 1967 quarter is special, whether due to an error, unusual weight, or pristine condition, it's a good idea to have it authenticated and graded by PCGS or NGC. Professionally graded coins carry more weight in the collector's market and often sell for much higher prices at auctions. Buyers trust third-party grading far more than self-assessment. 8. Final verdict. No billionaire quarters here. Despite online rumors and clickbait claims, no known 1967 quarter has sold for millions. Most are still only worth 25 cents. That said, rare error coins and SMS varieties in high grade can be worth a few hundred to a few $1,000s, which is still a nice surprise if you find one in your collection. Always do your research, weigh and examine your coin, and consider grading if it looks exceptional. Would you like help writing a YouTube script around this topic to attract views with an engaging but honest approach? There is no such thing as a bicentennial quarter dollar from 1988 with a P mint mark. The bicentennial Washington quarter was exclusively minted for the 1976 United States bicentennial celebration, and all coins from that commemorative series bear the dual date, 1776 to 1976. If your quarter is dated 1988, it is part of the regular Washington quarter series, not the bicentennial issue. However, certain error coins or high-grade specimens from 1988 can still be valuable, and in rare cases, they might sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on demand and rarity. 1. The 1988 Washington Quarter Basic Overview. The 1988 Washington Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, P, and the Denver Mint, D, with a standard mintage in the hundreds of millions. The obverse features George Washington's bust, while the reverse retains the traditional heraldic eagle design. These quarters are made of copper-nickel clad, not silver, and are typically worth face value unless in uncirculated condition or with rare mint errors. 2. Why 1988 is not a bicentennial year. The bicentennial coin series only covers the 1776 to 1976 coins, issued between 1975 and 1976. These coins had a special design, featuring a colonial drummer boy on the reverse. Any coin marked 1988 is not a part of this celebration, and labeling it as bicentennial is incorrect. Mislabeling has led to confusion, but only 1776 to 1976 dual-dated quarters are truly bicentennial. 3. Rare 1988 error quarters that can be valuable. Even though 1988 quarters are not bicentennial, certain error coins from that year can be rare and valuable. Examples include doubled die obverse or reverse, where letters or designs appear doubled. Off-center strikes, coins where part of the design is missing due to misalignment. Clipped planchets, coins that have a missing curved edge due to a miscut. Struck on wrong planchet. For example, a quarter struck on a nickel or foreign coin blank. These types of errors can bring values from $50 up to several $1,000s, depending on the severity and clarity of the error. 4. High-grade coins. What makes them valuable? A 1988 quarter in mint state, MS 67 or higher condition, especially if graded by a major service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch hundreds or more. This is due to the fact that most coins in circulation get worn out quickly, so finding one with no scratches, full luster, and a strong strike is rare. An MS 67 1988 P quarter can sell for $250 to $600 in top condition. 5. How to spot a rare or valuable 1988 quarter. Start by checking for errors like doubling, misstrikes, or odd weights. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering on the obverse, Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and reverse, United States of America, E Pluribus Unum. Also, weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Any significant difference might indicate a wrong planchet strike. 6. What to do if you have a 1988 quarter that seems unusual. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, avoid cleaning it, as that reduces value, and consider sending it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Their authentication and grading will boost collector trust and increase your chances of a high sale value at auction or online. 7. Myths about $1 million 1988 quarters. Despite what you may have seen online, number 1988 quarter has sold for millions. Claims that a 1988 P quarter can make you a billionaire are clickbait or misinformed. The most valuable quarters in U.S. history are often from the 18th and early 19th centuries or are extremely rare errors or patterns. That said, finding an extremely rare 1988 error or a top-grade example is still a nice bonus, potentially worth hundreds or low thousands. 8. Final words. Know what you have. While a 1988 P quarter is not a bicentennial coin and will not make you a billionaire overnight, it could still be worth money if it has errors or is in pristine condition. The key to unlocking its value is knowledge, patience, and authentication. If you're a collector or coin enthusiast, keep your eyes open, because every now and then, a hidden gem does appear in someone's change jar or old collection box. Would you like a YouTube script intro to match this topic? I can create one that's short, catchy, and optimized to grab attention. The 1980 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia and bearing the P. Mint mark, holds particular interest among numismatists. This coin was part of the ongoing series honoring the first U.S. president, George Washington, a design that began in 1932. In 1980, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 635,832,000 of these quarters. Notably, 1980 marked the introduction of the P. Mint mark on quarters, a practice that continues today. In terms of composition, the 1980 Washington quarter consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, resulting in a total weight of 5.67 grams. The obverse features John Flanagan portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. The value of a 1980 P. Washington quarter largely depends on its condition. Circulated coins typically hold only face value. However, uncirculated coins can fetch higher prices. For instance, coins in mint state 60, MS 60, condition are valued at approximately $7.13. Coins in higher mint state grades, such as MS 65, can command prices ranging from $1 to $10,000, depending on factors like luster and strike quality. While the 1980 P. Washington quarter is collectible, it doesn't typically reach values that would make one a millionaire overnight. However, certain U.S. coins have achieved such remarkable valuations. For example, the 1943 D. Bronze Lincoln cent, an error coin struck on a bronze planchet instead of the intended steel, fetched $840,000 at auction. Similarly, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel is renowned for its scarcity, with only 5 known examples. One such coin sold for $3.2 million at auction, underscoring the immense value rare coins can attain. Bicentennial coins, minted in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the United States' 200th anniversary, also hold significant interest. These coins, including quarters, half dollars, and dollars, feature unique designs and dual dating, 1776 to 1976. While many were produced, certain high-grade specimens, especially those in silver or with pristine proof finishes, can be valuable. It's crucial for collectors to authenticate and grade their coins accurately, as subtle differences can substantially impact value. Professional grading services offer evaluations that can confirm a coin's condition and authenticity, providing assurance to both buyers and sellers. In conclusion, while the 1980 P. Washington quarter is a notable piece for collectors, it doesn't typically reach the astronomical values seen with some rare U.S. coins. However, possessing coins with unique errors, low mintages, or historical significance can indeed lead to substantial financial rewards in the numismatic market.